Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
The skit circle has exploded in the past few days. 5 pairs of on-screen lovers are suspected of acting out of their real feelings, and they are so sweet in real life that netizens exclaimed, "This is too good to be true." The most popular couple among them is Yang Mimi and Yu Long. In the drama The World Treats Me Gentle, starring them, the classic hug scene has attracted countless fans. Every time Yang Mimi sprained her ankle, Yu Long always opened his arms steadily and turned into a human support in a second. And the scene secretly photographed by netizens in real life is even more screaming. Yang Mimi jumped over with a smile, and Yu Long subconsciously reached out to catch her, which is exactly the same as in the drama. The comments were crazy, precise guidance from the arm. The tacit understanding that can't be acted out. Hasn't this been exposed long ago? In the waiting footage, Yang Mimi put her cold hand into Yu Long's neck to keep warm, and he actually smiled and spoiled her. And several other equally sweet CPs did not disappoint. For example, Ling K and Gusi in The Starlight in Your Eyes were photographed holding hands and eating barbecue late at night. Chen Xing and Zhou Nuano and Secretly Like You blushed after looking at each other for 3 seconds on the set. Netizens sighed, "This is not CP, it's witnessing love." Short dramas are not just short-term happiness, it turns out that they can also bear fruit. This wave of screen couples really meet in person not only makes the audience reap double the sweetness, but also makes people believe in the original appearance of love again. Bye Bye and Zhu Yui are a critical hit. Do you still remember the elevator confrontation scene in Mistake? The two people's eyes were crackling with sparks, and the comments exploded at the time. The Civil Affairs Bureau will move over for you. What was the result? They really showed off their red books. In the waiting photo, Zhu Yui smiled so hard that his teeth were exposed, and Bye Bye leaned on his shoulder shyly. The fans were instantly excited. "I bet on the right horse back then." Hand over the waiting vlog quickly. Someone dug out the behind-the-scenes footage of the drama and filmed Zhu Yui secretly tickling Bye Bye's palm. Even after the director called cut, they still stuck together and talked. This can't be stopped. Some netizens lamented, "It turns out that the best couples are often really in love with each other." What's even more surprising is that in the first live broadcast after the two got married, Bye Bye raised her hand, and Zhu Yui subconsciously helped her lift her hair and handed her a cup of water. His face was full of doting and he couldn't hide it at all. Netizens shouted, "This is not acting, this is life." From the screen to reality, a play leads to a relationship. Such love is too enviable. And this wave of short drama CP rushing to live seems to have just begun. The interaction between each couple is like a real record of spreading sugar. While watching the series again, I look forward to the official announcement of the next couple. Netizens joked, "Stop acting, just go to the household registration book." Who dares to say that CP is unreliable these days? Reality is sweeter than the plot, which is the most addictive romance. Hong Yutong and Zhang Wei are also extremely sweet. The Waldong kiss scene in Seducing You to Steal Fragrance is amazing. The moment Zhang Wei's thumb brushed her earlobe, Han Yutong's eyelashes fluttered like a little butterfly, and the whole person seemed to melt in his arms. The comments went viral, "This look is so dramatic." The corners of their mouths are stained with lipstick and they smile subconsciously. Their happiness can't be hidden at all. Microscope girls stamped their seals one after another. This is definitely not acting, they are definitely a real couple. But a few days later, the paparazzi confirmed it. The two were photographed dating in a supermarket. Zhang Wei was pushing a shopping cart with one hand, and Han Yutong was holding his other hand tightly. The girl hung on his arm to pick snacks, and her smile was sweeter than sugar, just like a young couple from an idol drama. Netizens turned on detective mode in seconds, comparing the eye contact in and out of the drama. With this degree of drawing, who would believe that they haven't been dating for 3 years? Some people bluntly said, they are not acting at all, they are filming their daily life before marriage in advance. From kissing on the screen to life, from sweetness in the drama to reality, this CP seems to have written the plot into their daily life, and every move makes people eat their lives to death. Netizens joked, "Your group didn't finish filming, but went directly to get the marriage certificate, right?" It is no longer a coincidence for short drama CPs to meet in person, but a trend. When will the next couple be officially announced? The whole network is waiting for the sugar to fall. But there are always glass shards in the sweet cookie. How many people were obsessed with Su Yuzhan and Sun Yu? Since the broadcast of He Comes from the Night, the two of them, one is a cold and elegant girl, and the other is a handsome little wolf dog. The tension is full, and they appear together with a pull filter. The official sense of matching is so strong that even non-fans can't help but watch and get into the pit. Who knew that when the sudden breakup announcement came out last year, the super topic burst into tears instantly, and the fans were collectively heartbroken. Didn't you say I want to protect you outside the play? Why did you break up? Now looking back at the last live broadcast of the two together, the details are simply bloody. When Sunyu handed over the microphone, his fingers carefully bypassed the back of Soo Ye-sun's hand. He used to be skilled in touching the head in the play, but in reality he didn't even dare to touch the corner of his clothes. In the promotional photos, the two stood side by side as if separated by a galaxy, and the awkward atmosphere could be felt through the screen. Old fans sighed as they flipped through the screenshots of their past sweet moments. In the drama, the hugs were so tight, but in reality, they refused to even share the air. I should have seen that earlier. Someone sighed, CP is like gambling with your life. It's really sweet, but the knife is also real. How hard you used to be, how painful it is now. But even if you know there is an ending, some people are willing to go again and again, because that interaction that was once so sweet that it glowed really moved their hearts. Perhaps this is the magic of CP feeling, even if they can't get together in the end, it's worth our applause for that moment. If you want to talk about drama, you have to look at Lee Ruoki and Shen Si. In falling in love with you by mistakenly, they can catch a file mouth to mouth, and the reality is even more amazing. They were met by passers-by in a coffee shop, and Shen Si's one action made the whole network boil. He lowered his head to wipe the milk foam from the corners of Lee Ruoki's lips, and as soon as his fingertips touched, she was so embarrassed that she punched his shoulder with her fist, and she was very angry, just like the famous scene of Little White Rabbit blowing up in the drama. Netizens burst into laughter. The dislocation plot has been reflected in reality. Even the mouth-to-mouth kiss has been arranged. Will the next step be to arrange the parenting scene? What makes people crazy is the behind-the-scenes footage. Chen Si has always been called a detail maniac. Every time he was waiting in the theater, he silently helped her to tidy up her costumes, and while tying the belt, he whispered, "Don't move, I'll get it." The lady in the costume team couldn't help but reveal, once she was hanging on the wire, the safety belt was too tight and left red marks. He went to the props team to argue with a black face, and almost angered the team leader away. Fans said, "This is not filming, it's simply a love story." From the dislocation kiss in the play to the real milk foam, to the online protection of his wife on the set, every interaction between Lee Ruoki and Chen Si is like a sugar sprinkling script shining into life. Some netizens joked, next time if they announce their engagement, I won't be surprised. After all, this CP has been spoiled from the play to outside the play, and it's eaten to the bone. The dramatic tension and real sweetness of this pair are simply divine. The skit circle is directly transformed into a love observation room, and netizens have turned into Sherlock Holmes, digging for sweets and can't stop. Bye-bye once casually said in an interview that he hates cilantro the most. That night, Zhu Yui immediately posted a Weibo, showing a bowl of clean vegetable soup, with only 3 words, "Clean Plate Campaign." Netizens understood immediately, no cilantro in the bowl equals all in my heart is her. The comment area exploded instantly, this is too spoiling. Teacher Zhu, I give you full marks for this wave of secretly showing affection. Even more outrageous is the couple of Han Yutong and Zheng Wei. She posted a dynamic on Instagram at 1 a.m. I can't sleep again tonight. Less than 2 hours later, careful netizens discovered that Zheng Wei's game account was offline at 3 o'clock on time, and this night owl who usually plays all night, quit the game early that day, and was also found by fans that he secretly liked Han Yutong's late-night selfie. Between the back and forth, the sugar fell quietly but was so sweet. Netizens joked, this is not chasing dramas, it's watching the daily life of young couples outside of character settings. Someone else joked, now, watching CPs is not watching the plot, but tracking social dynamics. Every post, every like, and every offline time has become a chain of evidence of love, making people want to hack into their smart bracelets to see if their heartbeats are synchronized. These days, short drama CPs are really not a joke, and in the end, it has become an official unannounced love variety show. Now chasing new dramas has become a metaphysics, and the barrage is full of comments such as I bet 50 cents on this couple to succeed, and if it really succeeds, I'll come back to make a wish. So, which CP is your treasured CP at the bottom of your box? Tell us so that everyone can get some joy.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.